Our misshapen rookie crossing guard is now in the middle of a peak crossing period. He's crossing children one at a time in a most inefficient manner, and drivers are getting impatient. Here comes a biker at full speed. Instead of instructing the biker to dismount and walk, our bumbling crossing guard waves impatiently, putting the child in danger. Our veteran crossing guard takes a much different approach. She stands at least one step from the edge of the road and gathers the children into groups before crossing. She asks them to walk instead of ride, and she reminds them to wear their helmets. Calculating the precise moment to begin a crossing is both an art and a science. The use of a visual marker aids crossing guards in determining when there's enough time to get the attention of a driver while giving them enough time to stop. Wet and icy weather, of course, require longer stopping distances. At signalized crossings, a signal is activated. The crossing guard waits for a walk sign to appear and scans traffic before crossing a flock of youngsters. After finding the perfect gap in traffic, this veteran crossing guard raises her paddle before her to show her intentions to traffic before entering the crosswalk. She sets an example to the younglings by looking left, right, and then left again. The rookie crossing guard allows children to follow him into the street before he has determined that crossing is safe. The veteran crossing guard holds her paddle at shoulder height, making sure it is visible to all lanes as she stops the far side traffic. The crossing guard chooses a spot that's just outside of the crosswalk, near the center of the roadway. It is the optimal position for this particular intersection. She then faces the crosswalk and the children. With her stop pedal held high, the crossing guard makes eye contact and tells the gaggle of miniature pedestrians that it's okay to cross. On the other hand, this fellow's wild gestures are confusing drivers. A crossing guard's role is to direct pedestrians, not traffic. Oh dear, another blunder. Touching the children is never allowed, not even to fix a backpack zipper. The only exception for contact with a child is to snatch them out of harm's way. Our veteran crossing guard holds her ground at the center of the crosswalk until every child has reached the opposite curb. No traffic will dare enter the intersection on her watch. As more children arrive ready to cross, she instructs them to wait until the next gap in traffic. At this signalized crossing, the light will change before the children have safely finished crossing. But Utah law states that traffic must stop and remain stopped until all pedestrians, including the crossing guard, have finished crossing, even if the signal has changed. Our seasoned crossing guard has successfully crossed all children to the far side of the street. She heads back to the curb with her stop pedal still held high. More children have approached and want to cross, but they must wait until the guard returns and for the next gap in traffic. Dropping the paddle on his return walk sends a confusing signal to drivers and puts this guard in the path of danger.